Episode 17 of the Four Fellas Pod. What is going on, boys?
What's going on?
What's up?
I think I'm sick.
Oh, I am too.
I had like a scratchy throat, but
it's beating my ass
fine
right now. My ass
right here.
How are you so banged up again?
Immune system, I thought was on par, but it's not quite.
Feel over now? Yeah, it's tough. I feel that same way.
You need Pepto?
Biz.
I don't know what I need, bro.
Pepto-Bismol might be. We should do like top 5 medicinal names.
Yeah.
Robitussin's number one.
Robitussin.
For me, it would be Pepto. I think.
No. Cortisone.
Cortisone. Essential item and a top 5 medicinal name. All right, but here we go. I got a couple shout-outs again. First things first, I'm going to shout out my boy, Trevor Van Vliet. Trev, I know you're listening to this. Honestly, I don't know where you're at now or what you're doing, but hope all is well, of course. Me and Trev used to be boys back in the day, still are boys, but yeah, he hit me up last week after we were shouting out all the other people, and he wanted a shout out this week. So, Trev, shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well, brother. And then another shout out. My brother, Craig, with a ridiculous call. We have receipts of it, obviously.
Guy went nuts.
March Madness special, but he did call the FAU Owls making the Final Four. He is one of, I don't know the exact number, but 0.7% of brackets had FAU make the Final Four.
Well, how many brackets are
Craig
there?
Had
like
to be,
8 million?
Yeah, well over a million.
Yeah, there's like 8 million, I think.
And you got to think 99% of those brackets that had FAU in there, family members, brothers, like sisters, cousins, good friends of either the team or like alumni.
Students, yeah.
Students. So an actual prediction for the Owls to make the Final Four, it's kind of unreal. So, Lou, good call.
I have like one of those random brackets that has FAU and Miami in the Final Four. Like, you know how you just make random brackets just to have them? I have one that has Miami and FAU.
You are that guy. I'm surprised you don't have
I was like, this is the most unreal bracket I've ever made.
San Diego State in that bracket either. You are the one guy to do that. So that's par for the course there.
Very standard.
That bracket has to be within the top percentile of anybody.
That's 99.9, 100%.
It's pretty screwed up, but the only things I ever got right was like those guys.
That's Miami, unreality.
FAU.
All right, to give the watchers and listeners a little idea of what's going on this epi, it's going to be, pretty stock, but we're going to have another guest, beautiful guest. Our boy from SVSU, we'll intro him in a little bit, but we're going to let's go trivia real quick. And then, let's cover, let's do a little more current event action, I guess, like recent news. Me and Nin were down in Kentucky for our tournament this past weekend. Both played pretty solid.
Big shout out to Connie. Top 10 again.
Good work.
Thank you, Nin. Thank you.
Good work, Connie.
Kids playing well.
Thank you.
Gotta respect it.
Now we got to get it in a match. We got to get going here.
Is the putter hot, or are you hitting your shots tight? Or both?
Both, kind of. I mean, I hit a ton of greens.
Yeah.
Hit a ton of greens.
Greens too.
Yeah, it was very boring. It was like how you want to play, kind of. Don't mean to pump up my tires, but it was just like boring.
Boring golf is the best golf.
I didn't make any like from the parking lot, but I made a couple good par putts actually, which helped. And then I didn't really miss any easy birdies. So took care of business. Yeah, I took T7. but pretty solid field. But as a team, we moved up 4 spots in the regional ranking, so now we're 15. I don't know how many they're taking.
Top 12,
we
right?
heard 12.
But that was a big jump. I was like, oh shit.
Yes, Nin, bro.
Yeah,
I woke up
2
this
weeks
morning,
in a row.
got that email from Q, and looked at it immediately, and it said new regional rank 15.
Sorry.
Possible.
Holy shit.
So yeah, we could make a big push this next tourney, and then go dancing in the postseason. Hopefully,
I can get it. Just keep playing good.
That would be
All right.
You're in.
Yeah, it would be gross. And then, all right, last thing, I have to mention it. Probably one of the best days of the sporting year, in my opinion. Tomorrow is opening day, MLB. Tigers are playing. Every other team is playing. It's gonna be gross. Tigers
Excited.
at the Rays. I was actually thinking about texting y'all. Should I?
No.
If you wanna.
I might. No cap. Tigers at the Rays, 3:10 p.m. tomorrow. Everybody else plays.
Who you got?
Tigers aren't even actually home for another week.
Yeah, they got.
We're on the road against Tampa, on the road against Houston. Then we're at home against Boston next week. But opening
what are we
day,
thinking?
MLB tomorrow.
Another shit year for the Tigers?
No, as an optimistic, extremely probably too optimistic fan.
Wild card.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I just
That's
saw
very optimistic.
I have hope
I just
every
saw-
year.
I just saw a video on Instagram of a catcher. I don't know for what team, maybe the Reds, and he got ejected because he moved his glove. When they were,
Phillies.
the Phillies, when the ump was dropping on the ball, he wasn't even looking.
No, that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was.
He must have
You
got
saw that,
embarrassed
man?
or something, and he must have got embarrassed and just was like, out of here. I guess.
I mean, that would be too much. There had to be prior beef between the two. That had to be late in the game, and there was shit going on between them earlier, and that was the last straw. But it didn't
I
look
never saw that.
Real Muto took his mid away on purpose. He wasn't even looking. He just had it
No,
back
yeah,
here,
he was not looking.
and then he took it away, and the guy canned him for taking his mid away.
No, zero hesitation too.
Zero
Immediate
hesitation.
ejection.
That was ridiculous.
You said
It was-
set them sailing?
Yeah.
All right, let's go quick trivia, and then we'll bring on lips. Sound good?
Like that.
All right, let's do it.
LOV, live, love, laugh. Love.
All right, so updated Triv standings. Nin is at 33. Ag's 28.
Come
Nixon's 23. So 5 separate all of you boys. Obviously, a lot of time to make up some room
Because we're
I had
never
a bad week
stopping
last
this.
week.
because they go on forever. So,
Well, hey, we could
Nixon,
do
you have time.
seasons. We could do seasons, 1
We
year.
could. We could definitely implement a season.
Yeah.
But 33,
Let's
28,
make sure it's a
23.
long season.
Oh, it'll be a long season.
All right, Wi-Fi good because this is first to answer.
Yeah, get it.
Sure. Good
All right, here we
enough.
go. Here we go. Non-sports.
This
'cause we're gonna say
John.
the famous John for lips later. Quick one. How tall is the Statue of Liberty?
In feet?
63
or
feet.
yards?
No, wait. I fucked it up. You all get one guess. It's not first to answer. You all get one guess. Closest two
Oh,
gets the
okay.
point. Closest two gets the point. How tall is the Statue of Liberty in feet? You all get one answer. Closest two gets the point.
63 feet.
Okay, Nin, that's your answer.
I-
Ag, you go
Is
next.
that confident? 70 feet.
How tall is the Statue of Liberty?
Is it?
Wait,
it from
Nin,
the?
Ag, what'd you say?
I said 70 feet.
Okay, 63 and 70.
Is it from the water up, or is it from the feet up?
What kind of question is that?
How
I'm
tall
not-
is the Statue of Liberty?
Why would it include the water?
No, from where the.
Yeah, Hudson could be way up at his knees. So the water that would be a different footage every
That's a
day.
good call. I'm not even gonna come anywhere close anyway. So,
Hammer the over.
63. I took 70.
Oh.
71.
You're such a bitch. Fuck you.
Nick will probably get it.
Have you guys ever seen the statty or no? Have you ever seen
I know.
I've never been.
I don't know how big.
In
reality life?
I've seen it in
Is
airplane.
that? Are we
It's
all bad?
probably like 120 feet big, honestly.
Hey, Connie, if those are
All
all
right,
bad,
well, hey, no, I'll tell you right now. Dixon got the point.
It's
That-
like huge. I just
That's
never.
good for you. And you were collectively about 400 feet off. The Statue of Liberty's 305 feet tall.
nice.
What?
64, 70, 71. Solid guesses, Dixon. You scraped one out there.
Nick fucking scared me when he said 63 feet confidently, and I was like,
Yeah, true.
So Egg, you didn't
True.
know
I mean,
either.
strategy. Like you gotta throw the opponents off.
True, I guess.
You definitely weren't getting in with that one.
no.
I didn't know a
How tall
single
is
thing.
Statue
I
of
just was
Liberty?
like, screw it, 63 feet.
I was thinking, should I go above or below? Above or below?
I was
I
that
took
close.
above.
All right. Updated standings now. Nin's at 33. Eggs
That's-
28. Dixon is at 24. Still in the cellar, but made a bit of a push there.
That was so bad.
Yeah, that was pathetic. Wow. All right. Let's
I'm
go.
trying to make a top 5.
Let's go lips. Unless you boys got anything else, load
Top
it
five.
up.
Nah, let's get it. Get him in here.
All right, for our episode 17 guest number 8 on the Four Fellas Pod. Probably one of the funniest cats I've ever come in contact with in my life. And here he is. Lips. Connor Luksic, everybody. He's our
Luksic. What's going on?
issue football place kicker. And punter, right? Lips, you got us?
Can you hear me?
Sir, yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah.
What up?
Hey, let's go. What up, boys?
What's up, Lips?
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Oh, let's go.
Anytime.
It's a pleasure. What's going on with you? What are you doing?
Just hanging out. There ain't much to bet on tonight, so I'm watching Kyrie Irving build my attic right now.
That's a good
You
one.
got money on that game or no?
No, done with this team, but I'm excited for the Tigers tomorrow. Opening day. It's gonna be a good day.
Let's go. We just said that.
Yes.
Let's go. Tigers at Rays. You got Tigers money line or what?
Yeah, they got McClanahan tomorrow, right?
Yeah, McClanahan's against Erod.
Yeah. Scooball's still hurt, isn't he? He got the
Yeah.
Tommy John, right?
Scooball and Mize, bro. They're both
Yeah,
starting the
they're-
year on the deal or the IL.
Yeah, they're chalk.
What's the only time I ever bet on the MLB was first inning runs allowed, and that was on Prize Picks. But what's a good prop bet to take for an MLB game?
I'd
What are
say
you
my
What are you
favorite,
ripping?
like my favorite 2 bets throughout the season would be, the no run first inning. That's probably my number 1. And then I would go probably over 1.5 bases. So either someone gets a double or 2 singles. It's usually,
Yes.
Fair.
it's usually even money, but I'm tired of taking all these teams, bro, because it's just a flip a coin every night. It's basically,
It is. It's in
Yeah.
the MLB. It's such
Yeah,
a flip a
yeah.
coin,
oh my god,
especially early in the season. You got no clue.
no clue.
Never.
All right, Lips. Let's get into it. Let's tell the people what you're all about. So Lips is our kicker for SVSU up here, and what do you punted too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did the place kicking and the punting. Yep, just
All
finished
right,
my
so-
senior year.
Yeah, you just finished your senior year. Are you in classes right now or no?
Yeah, I'm taking 12 credits right now, and then I got 9 more in the fall, and I'll be done.
Oh, let's
What-
go.
what-
All right.
What do you got for the future, Lips? What are you thinking? What's it
No.
look like?
I'm gonna focus on getting my degree first. That's number 1, and then I'll probably move down south, and towards the warm weather, and start training down there more. And I've been kicking a little bit here and there, but it's hard because this weather's just a joke, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that is
yeah.
a fact.
I'll like leave
Snowed
my
today.
house and it's like 50 degrees, and then I'll get to Freeland and it's like snow.
Bro.
Correct.
Wait, so
Nuts.
Lips, you're about to move down south, but are you gonna try to play like in the CFL or XFL or try to go out for an NFL team
I,
or what?
I was actually going to join this league for the summer, Major League Football, coached by the head coach is Bill Conley. He was on Ohio State in the 80s, but they're just trying to get a TV deal right now. I was going to go down to Cleveland. It's based out of Cleveland. I was going to go down there for a few months and play. It's a 10-week season, but they were with Bally. They were
were
going to
they?
get a TV deal with Bally before, they went bankrupt because they're hosting the Pistons and Tigers every night. So now they got to
Yeah.
get somebody new. And it's just, I haven't heard anything, but he was going to call me within a few weeks. But if that doesn't happen, then probably just stay up here, maybe get a summer job at the golf course or something, get some extra cheese. But
Yes, sir.
Once I go down there, I'll start training pretty heavy, and hopefully I get picked up somewhere.
Atta
That'd
boy.
be sick.
Nice.
Hey, where the hell did Dixon go? Did he just disappear on y'all screen?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I lost somebody on here.
Bro,
Hold
Dixon
on.
is-
Some
put
just
your ass
popped
in
up.
the goddamn podcast, bro.
It's not working.
Oh, you're gone.
Wait up.
You-
All right,
you
hold
Dixon,
on.
where are you?
I don't know. Oh wait. Oh shit! It's using my phone as a camera.
Oh,
You guys
God.
full
All
clear.
right,
There you
got
go.
me now?
There you go. All right, we're
Yeah,
back
you're
into it. All right, Lips. All right, tell us about your career at guitar then. Or all right, coming out of high school, what other schools besides SB were you debating on going to? Because you were a big time kicker. So
Yeah, I actually, coming out of high school, I didn't have a lot of offers because when I transferred to Springboro my freshman year from Northmont, the kid that was already there, Charlie Kubander, he was a year ahead of me. And so when I got there, he was in his sophomore season. And he actually was the place kicker for Northwestern for 4 straight years. And he was in front of me for my freshman, sophomore, and junior season at Springboro until he left. And so that senior year, I was on varsity just for that 1 year. And I went 12 for 15, got a couple looks, a couple offers from a couple MAC schools, a couple, D3 schools. But the GLIAC, actually Saginaw was the only GLIAC school that reached out to me.
oh really?
I had a couple MAC offers, like I said, walk on, but nothing huge because I just didn't have enough playing time. And I mean, Charlie was a great kid, so it's not like I'm mad at him or something. He had a heck of a leg, man. So, and he had a great career at Northwestern. So
Where's he at now?
he actually has a job in downtown Chicago. He stayed near campus and he got a job down there as an accountant.
That's
Oh,
pretty
for real?
nice. That's
nice.
pretty nice.
Oh,
That's sweet. You stay in touch with him or no?
Yeah, I talk to him once in a while. He sometimes texts me and wants my take on a couple. If he's on FanDuel or something, he'll text me. But other than
We
that,
gotta
he's super busy, so it's hard to. He's working like 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week.
All right.
Taxes.
Yeah, we'll just on that topic, we'll get into the gambling history, I guess. Although we do not promote sports gambling at all, as we're NCAA athletes. But what?
does anybody remember how we first met Lips at all? Because I was trying to think about it, and I just
I
can't.
think my greatest
First
story
about-
ever was I walked with Lips into the basketball house like freshman year. I think I just met him because he was in the dorm. It was you and Piper. Walked in, and Holly was there. On the way back, we're like, bro. That's how I met Lips.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe it had to do something with Piper, bro. That kid was always doing something, bro.
Oh yeah, you just walk right into the room.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those. Like he was like, yeah, come down here, come down the hallway. There's dudes down here, and I walked down. And you guys were down there.
Yeah, that's stop.
Bro, yeah.
Love
To
that.
give the listeners a bit of a background, yeah, Lips was in me and he was in our dorm, and we're the same class. Both came in 2018, both Southwest at SVSU, and yeah, we just met. I mean, you were roomies with Piper, and me and Nin were down the hall, so we just
and then,
became.
The rest of the
And I was
boys
the
were
first floor.
down there, yeah, by the basketball chicks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
true.
Yes. Oh yeah.
We had a good little spot.
All right, so you're the biggest sports gambler I've ever seen in my life. So we should talk about that.
Wait. So you probably won't remember this, Lips, but I met you before I transferred into SVSU at the casino. I was sitting next to you and your dad at one of the slots, and your dad was banging on the fucking machine as you were max betting everything. I was sitting right next to you. I think you had some, yeah. You had some SVSU gear on, and I was like,
I have been there so many times, I do not remember. I'm sorry.
that's fine. I think you were too into it with your pops.
Yeah, it
You
makes sense. So he's getting
rough.
just off at a slot machine. He does that often though.
Yeah, and then my other, I've seen Lips here and there a few times, but my other fondest memory I think was last year. I think me and Brady, maybe all of us. I think you were there, Connor. Was this when we went to Wayne State and then we saw
Yes.
Lips?
Yeah, it was us four though.
Yeah.
Besides Janan.
And then he saw the chips in my hand and took my chips and put them on red at the roulette table. and bet for me. I didn't have a choice.
Did you win or lose?
No, we won. We
All
won.
right, solid.
He looked at it. I remember he looked at it. He said, "That's enough to play with." Threw it on there.
I mean, yeah, there's people that sit there all day just putting $5 down. I'm like, man, you might as well just leave this place. Like, pick a color, and put your money on that color, and if it hits, you're good, and if it doesn't, leave.
Yeah.
It's
Put
a
it all
good
on
theory.
red.
What's the biggest bet you've ever hit on? 'Cause you go nuts. I mean, I see your stories all the time. Obviously, you're wild.
It actually was a small bet, and it was a small bet I did on MGM online. It was one of those home run balls where you just put 20 or $50 on something, and you pick 17 legs and wake up the next day and hopefully you're rich. And it was during baseball season too, so it was like around this time, and it was when the season kind of just picked up and NBA was going on, and I remember putting like 10 MLB teams on there, and I put like 6 NBA teams on there, and the first like 13, it was crazy, bro. I remember this like it was yesterday. It was like the first 13 legs hit. So the $50 bet was already showing I could have cashed out at 4,200, but there was like 3 legs left. And so I hit that 14th one, and it went up to like 5-6K. But then I was so nervous because the last two legs on there, it not only was one of those pick'em games like an MLB game. It was 2 teams that I just didn't know anything about. So I'm sitting there just, do I take this money or not? And I ended up taking it. But the crazy part was, hold on, I'm getting there.
We'll get him back in.
Wait.
We'll have him finish up that story, no doubt. A 17-legger hits for the young man, though. That's nuts.
That's
They
cool to
put
like
$50 down.
talk
on
about
it.
that,
I
right?
know.
He
Yeah.
put $50 down on a 17-legger.
I put $1 down.
Yeah.
$1 to win
What if
300.
it's a CFL, guys? What if that's a CFL calling, Connie, or those guys out of Chicago?
Yeah, it could be.
Imagine.
My bad. I thought I pressed decline. Someone called me and I pressed decline and my phone answered.
Was it the Colts?
It was Jake Dorn.
Asking what?
Clan.
McClanahan over 98 pitches tomorrow?
Yeah, he was getting my thought. I said take the Tigers plus 6.5.
Plus 6.5? That's
Oh my
minus
God.
3 million odds.
Oh, we're gonna roll with the money line tomorrow. We're back on
Let's
that.
go.
We're back on the Tigers ramen noodle diet.
Let's go. Hey, finish that story. What were those last 2 legs?
Yeah. So I had these 2 baseball legs on there, and so how it goes in the parlay system was if you have like obviously 1 or 2 legs left, it's gonna double your money if you win those last couple important legs. So my cash out would have went from obviously like 5, and then if I would have won that one, it'd been like 9. But the total cash out was $13,000, and I cashed out before the 2 last legs hit, so I had my 5K. But those 2 teams actually ended up winning.
No way.
So I woke up, but I wasn't upset because obviously turning.
No, yeah, exactly. You were
Yeah,
already
you still
up
made
6K.
5K, so it was like
It was obviously a
chilling.
home run parlay, so it was like I couldn't be mad about it. But it was a bummer. But pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. I couldn't take the risk.
Bro.
I agree.
That's an unreal story. We don't want to stay on the Gambian too long, I guess. But all right, let's go to Houday, the
Houday.
Bengals, and
Okay.
all right.
And
Let
the
everybody know
pepperoni.
who's listening. This is the only kid I've ever seen in my entire life, probably in the world, who has a pet fucking piranha.
Hey,
That's my
walk
boy.
us through,
That's my boy.
walk us
Houday.
through how you even got that damn piranha. How the fuck did you get that thing?
So one of my favorite movie series is based off of piranhas.
Which
And
is
so
what?
the man, it was growing up, I used to watch it all the time. Man, I'm drawing a blank right now. But the movie, check me out though. The movie had a bunch of piranhas in it. Like so growing up, I'm like, damn, like those things are crazy, bro. Like, and so last year I was just talking to my dad, and I'm like, it just came up to me one day, and I'm like, bro, like I understand we can't get a dog because he doesn't want to have pets. We had one before, and it's just we're not home a lot, and he's always doing stuff, traveling and stuff. So it's hard to have like a real animal where you have to like take care of it. I'm thinking,
piranha.
I'm thinking. I'm like, piranha. So I go up to him one day, and I'm like, what would you think about getting like a pet piranha? He's like, what do you mean, like an actual piranha? And I'm like, yeah, like the ones in the movies, like the big ones. He's like, I mean, where would you even find one? I'm like, well, and so here's the hard part was when I started like actually kind of looking for one. The ones online that I found were like local ones in Michigan that had them at like the local pet store, and they were like 3, 4, or 5 inches, like normal piranha size. It's hard to find big ones, and so I didn't really want, like, I can go in a PetSmart and find a goldfish that's 4 inches and buy it. Like, I wanted something bigger than a goldfish, you know?
How big is Houday right now?
What'd you say?
How big is that right now?
About 9.5 inches.
Let's go.
Bro, what did you get it at?
Yeah, he's definitely getting bigger. His diet's pretty big. But I was like, man, I'm not trying to get like no 3-4 inch piranha. So I'm like, hey, Dad, like, I understand it's my idea, but like, you want to help me out? He's like, yeah. And so like a couple weeks goes by, and he sends me this screenshot of a piranha, and it's in New Jersey, bro.
No,
he's in New Jersey, and I'm like, damn. So I click on the link and tell him, yeah, it's the only 9.5 inch piranha they had. They had a couple other ones, but it was kind of the same old 3-4 inches. So I clicked on it and I'm reading about it and stuff, and they got him like a year ago, and the dude's been taking care of him and stuff. And we called him and we were like, would it even be possible for us to, like, because obviously we're not going to drive there over a piranha. I'm like, is there any way we can have them like gift, like a box of shoes? Like, can you just put them in a box and ship them? Maybe put put some water in there. And he's like, well, it's pretty difficult, and pretty expensive, but we can do it.
No.
And we're like, and that's all we wanted to hear. And so a couple weeks goes by, and it was a lot leading up to it, because you have to make sure the water, you have to make sure the water tank and the water inside the tank is cycled. You have to go through a 4 or 5 week process of making sure the water cycled. So we had to put different fish in there and make sure they were like not like we had to make sure we put fish in there, and the next day they're not dead on the ground. We had to test out the water and stuff, and we had a couple professionals, they call themselves, come over and help us, and they were cool and stuff. But once we got the water in the tank, we got an 95 gallon tank out there. But once we got everything set up, and we actually decided to get him, and he took. It was crazy, man. The whole process of how he came is just nuts, bro. I don't want to keep going on and on. But
no, keep going.
Hey, you got it. I love this.
The way he delivered it is just, I wasn't expecting this. So when we ordered the fish, it took about 2-3 days to get to our house. Like at one point, I'm like, are they walking him here? Like, I mean, it was ridiculous. He said it wasn't going to take too long. And so I'm sitting there like, what's going on? Is my fish dead? Or? And so eventually 3 days goes by, and we come back from, I can't remember. I was at the store or something, and there was a box sitting at the front door. And my dad lives on Amazon, so he's got stuff coming to the house every day, all day. So I'm like, oh, it's probably just, one of his stuff, one of his boxes.
Thanks. Yeah, right.
And we get out the car, and I'm like, is this your stuff? And he lifts it up and he's like, damn, that's pretty heavy. I'm like, is that who I think it is? He's like, well, the guy never called me. It might be. So, bro,
No
so
way.
We go into the house, right? And he's in, I'd say, probably like, it wasn't a big box, bro. I'd say like maybe like a shoebox and a half.
Okay.
But it was tall. So it was like narrow and tall.
Right.
So we cut the box open, right? And so we open it, and then so all we see when we open it, bro, and we had lights on and everything, but all we could see was darkness at the bottom. So we're looking at this box, right? And we're looking down, and we look down, and all we see is a bunch of plastic bags. But we can't see nothing.
Okay.
So we're like terrified, bro, because there's a piranha in the box. It's not like there's a goldfish from PetSmart. So all I'm thinking is, in my head is like, all I'm thinking about is those movies I've seen, right? Where piranha comes up and eats the girl's hand off.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, this is all you, Pops. Like, I'm good. But obviously, it was my fish, so it was obviously my responsibility. So what happened was when they delivered him to New Jersey, they actually tranquilized him and they put him to sleep, because if they wouldn't have done that and they wouldn't have put multiple bags over him with water in it, he would have ate through all the bags and he would have killed himself.
What?
He was on the road for about 48 to probably 72 hours. It took probably 3 days.
What?
And so the crazy part was, at the time, obviously, we didn't know that. So we're freaking out about this fish about to bite us, but really he's at the bottom of the box, passed out.
Bro, how long did it take for him to wake up?
So we're like, all right, so we got to do something. We're not going to just let him sit here. So we cut through one bag. And we kind of look in, and you can't really see nothing. Still, it's still super dark, bro. And then there's another bag. So we cut through that bag, and I'm sitting here like, and I got a sharp steak knife. So I'm like, am I gonna stab this dude?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't know how deep to go with these, because there's hella bags and you couldn't see nothing. It was just a messed up situation. But long story short, we get down and we cut 3 bags open. Then finally, we can't really see anything else except a black hole, and we know that we cut all the bags open and he's down there. And he wasn't moving. Yeah, it wasn't like he was flopping around or anything. He was passed out. He was still passed out. So once we kind of cut through everything and we looked down and see nothing, we're like, well, we have no choice but to put him in the tank, and lifted up the tank, and we literally just turned over the box, and he fell in there. He just fell in there, and for like 2 straight days, bro, he was at the bottom of the tank, like not really moving. And so at first we were like, okay, maybe he's just, like trying to wake up still, like, damn, maybe. I mean, if I was passed out in a box for 3 days, I'd probably be a little. But after day 3, I'm like, is he like okay, or did they actually did they mess this dude up, right? Like, did they give him too much of the stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Because he wasn't eating anything. We already had all his food ordered here before he got here, and we had all these frozen shrimps and little goldfish we put in there, but he wasn't eating.
Damn, he's eating good.
There's no appetite at all. And so we were very concerned. But then we called the guy a few days later, and he said it was going to be common that it happens like that. And he was going to be like that. And he told us he would be like that for a couple weeks. And he actually was. He wasn't eating.
No way.
Yeah, he wasn't doing much. He was pretty messed up. And finally, like 2-3 weeks goes by, and we bought these other kind of shrimp that have more flavor to them. And we put him in there, and he ate them, and he started getting that appetite more and more. And for right now, yeah, it was a process that was pretty scary, because, I mean, at first I thought he was dead, because, I mean, we paid a pretty penny for this guy, and show up with a dead fish at the door would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Bro.
Facts.
But
Now
I
we're
really think
slinging the
about,
shrimp?
yeah, he could have cut through anything, because I actually have taken him. I've had a pretty thick net, and I've had to take him out before because I've had to rearrange something in the tank, and he cut through the net in 2 seconds and fell in the bucket. So
Holy shit.
he knows he can cut through anything. His run, like ours is straight up. Theirs go back. So anything that goes in their mouth doesn't come out. They go back into their throat, like back down into their mouth. So
shoot.
That's
so
wild.
he was
How
That's
thick
my
is that
guy,
tank then?
95 gallons.
Like
That's my guy, though.
No, he's not gonna eat through the glass.
Yeah, he's not eating through the fucking glass, man.
No.
well, I mean the way it sounds.
I have
he
seen him a few
fucking
times.
trained.
He there has been a few times where he like gets startled, or I turn a light on, and then like he'll like swim really fast and run his head into the glass. But it's pretty thick glass. It's almost as thick as like one of those hockey board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty thick glass because it's a big tank. So
Holy hell. That's
right
an
now,
unreal story.
That is probably one of the greatest stories I've ever heard about a pet.
That's good.
Yes.
Seriously.
That's good.
yeah, he's good right now. He's got about four little fish in there and some shrimp. He's gonna go ham later.
I was laughing at your story the other day with the Jaws music. That was so funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like these little goldfish will go in the tank and think it's like he's their daddy or something. I'm like, like you guys are dead in like 2 hours.
It's like they don't know.
There's a bigger goldfish in there right now. I think they call it like a parrothead, but it's like a parrothead goldfish, and it's got a little big head. And he's like trying to make friends with them or something. I'm like,
You're done.
you have no idea.
You're cooked. And one of the greatest parts about it is his name is Houday.
Yes, it is.
That's my guy. It's awesome because it's not like a dog. You can go on vacation and buy Houday, see in 7 days, and he comes back and he ain't pissed off or anything. He's not starving because we got fish in there, and it's not like you have to take care of him all the time.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But
pure.
if you want that entertainment, yeah, you just go up there and watch him swim around and.
And that's fucking unreal. How many people can say they have a fucking pet piranha? Like, not many.
Literally
Not many.
Lips is the only guy.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Are you at your house right now?
Yes, I am.
Is there any chance we could get Houday on camera really quick?
Yeah, I can.
No way.
I want to see it.
Houday.
We
I've
need a
seen
visual.
I've seen him on the stories, but I'd love to see him live. He's got to make an appearance. Houday.
Over here.
We're going on a fucking trip here.
He's actually swimming around right now. He saw me. He just when he sees me, he goes back behind his rock. How do I turn on the camera? Oh, there we go.
No way.
Oh,
Holy shit.
There he is.
This
It's a
thing's
monster.
massive.
That thing
that
is
dude's
huge.
sick. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
he's hiding right now.
Imagine he just goes after that
Oh
fucking.
my god.
Bro.
Yeah, so this is actually a normal
Bad bitch, that
goldfish right here.
goldfish.
And then these are the parrot heads right here. They're about twice the size of a normal goldfish. They're actually pretty like
Yeah, they're
they'll
kind of
like
cool.
come up to during the day they'll see me. Oh, here he is.
Oh, get
Damn,
out.
he's fast.
They're on death row. They don't know it.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Houday.
Houday is right.
That's unreal.
sick. That's all.
They
Real.
live 7 hours.
That's great. All right,
Yeah, I love
so the source of the Houday name is because of your ridiculous Bengals fandom. How did that start? Have you
Well-
always been a Bengals fan?
Yeah, we actually grew up about 30. Well, from where I went to grade school, I was about 45 minutes from Cincinnati. Where I went to high school, I was about 20 minutes from Cincinnati.
Oh,
So
for real?
growing up, my dad, me, and my uncle had 3 season tickets growing up right where they came out of the tunnel for about 14, 15 years during the Marvin Lewis
let's
days.
go.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, they make the playoffs and then lose by 20.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
For real.
With Palmer? Like
Yeah,
those
Palmer.
days, right?
See Palm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Red
That's
Rocket.
sick.
Ocho
That's my
Cinco.
Oh,
Red
the Red
Rocket.
Rocket. That is your boy. The Red Rifle. Andy Dalton.
I know,
That's
we
unreal.
I know we sent him to the Saints and we were laughing about that one. He just got
Cincinnati's got some top views, we'll say, of skyline. You know, coming over
yeah,
to
that's
Kentucky a few times, like
It's
you're
solid.
like, man, that's sick.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
a big
yeah.
I'm not a big skyline guy, but I have heard that their skyline down there is pretty good.
No, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
it's
It's
all-
good. All right, your other boys. Let's get into that. Email.
Emo baby.
K-State.
What a month. What a month that was.
Hey,
For
so
real.
listen, I had you're posting all this email shit. I'm loving it, but I'm like, what does email even mean?
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I didn't know.
I remember you asked us this in the car.
Yeah, I was like trivia in these guys because we all see your stories in our email money line. No, one of my favorite ones that you posted within the last couple of weeks. You were like, it was. I think it was. It might have been the round of 32. You're like, happy Sunday, everybody. Let's keep it simple. Email money line.
yeah.
Bro, that was unreal. But anyways,
That was probably
Emo,
the second guess.
why are you even a K-State fan?
So, like I said before, I grew up 45 minutes from Cincinnati. Well, before my family moved to Dayton, Ohio, my grandma and grandpa grew up in Manhattan, Kansas. My grandma's actually from upstate New York, but my grandpa grew up in Manhattan, and he went to K-State and graduated from K-State with an engineering degree. So before way before I was here and everything, and they were out in Manhattan, and then they moved to Dayton. That's where my dad was actually born out there too, and then they moved to Dayton, and that's where I was born. But yeah, we've always been huge K-State fans, and I know he was smiling from heaven watching that going all
Yeah,
the way.
that's awesome.
That was like one of the best
That run
basketball
was
games
sick.
of the year.
Noel
it really
is
was, it was a
nuts.
sick run. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt good because a lot of those games we were underdogs, and obviously the first game your buddy's team, Montana State, they look good, but sorry that ended well for Buddy pretty early. But besides that game, we were underdog in mostly every other game, so it felt good. But I knew eventually it was going to come to an end if Johnson and Masood didn't pick it up, and they had that bad game versus
FAU.
Yeah, FAU, and had like 9. Johnson had like 9, and Masood that actually had like 20 versus State. He only had like 5, and Noel had his 25-30, but he needed help and he didn't get it.
Yeah, I watched Noel's first game of the fucking tournament. I was just like, dude, this guy's different, and he just fucking carried it.
Took him a second to get going versus Montana State. They did end up covering that game by like 4 or 5, but it took them a while to get going. With like 10 minutes left, they started breaking away, but I was kind of nervous at halftime because I remember watching your podcast, and Buddy was talking about them. So I'm thinking, like, is he like being for real? Like, are these guys actually? Because I didn't know who Montana, that Chuck E. Cheese conference, I don't know who's in there. So I'm like, are these guys actually good?
Yes.
And at halftime, I was getting kind of worried, but then we started playing some better defense and stuff. But yeah, it was an awesome run.
Yes,
that was a sick run. That K-State MSU game was, I mean, it's probably the best game of the tournament still.
I would definitely say that might be
probably right.
When I say this, that's probably one of the top 5 college games I've watched live in my whole entire life.
Oh, without a doubt, I agree.
Yeah, it was
I agree.
good.
That game was
there
sick.
There are not many games that go into even before overtime, and the game's almost 80 points each. Like,
yes, bro.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yes.
Yeah. Super high score.
Was it 72-72 or 82-82 before overtime?
It might have been the 80s, bro. Because
They finished in the 90s.
They finished in the 90s, so it's only a 5-minute overtime.
Or was it 80-80 or something?
It was like
82-82, and then it ended 96-91.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's it. That game
that's nuts.
Incredible.
That was the game that we were hot, and we needed that performance versus FAU because they were no joke. But I know they're not in a strong conference, but man, they played good. But Johnson and Masood is really, I think, what won us that game because coming from the Big 12 isn't known for offense. They're known for defense. So all year I'm watching these guys win games 60-55. 65-60, 55-50, because it's just good defense. It's good basketball, good defense, taking tough shots. But this game, I mean, I watched State probably 5-10 games this year, and the games that I watched, they weren't scoring 80 points either.
No.
Yeah.
No, they got
So-
hot at the end of the year with
It was the
from
fact
beyond
that
the arc.
both these teams. I mean, Hogard, I don't know his average, but he almost had 30. I remember Walker had his
Hogarth
20.
went nuts.
I mean, both teams were just making everything, bro.
It was unreal to see.
It was
They were
unbelievable.
lighting it up.
Like those two teams could have beat any team in the tournament that night.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
Without a
They
doubt.
were hot.
Like it was unbelievable coming down. And I remember State took the lead with like a couple minutes left. It was the first lead they had in like 10 minutes, and then K-State went down and drained a 3, and then State went back and drained a 3, and I'm like, we watching the 3-point contest? Like these dudes all year are building houses, and now they want to all of a sudden just make everything.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Insane.
Yeah.
Who do you got this weekend, Saturday? I mean, I think
You know,
last time I looked, SDSU was -1.5 over FAU, and then I think UConn favored by what, like 5.5 over Miami?
yeah. So right now the lines, I think last time I checked a little bit ago, are 2.5 and 5.5. So they're going up a little bit. But if Matt Bradley, he is one of the best guards that I've seen play the game. And if he can get going and have his 20-25 on top of their defense that they got, trying to think of the other guard they have, Butler. Man,
Yeah.
They got two guys that can shoot lights out. And if they play good defense, I mean, yeah, FAU's good, but that defense might take over this game. And I see them winning this game for sure. And UConn, but my opinion is I would say the winner of this tournament is coming out of the UConn versus Miami game. The way
You
I
think?
look at it is these two teams right here are so dominant no matter who wins this game on Saturday. And I think they're the late game too. So, I mean,
They are.
they'll know who they're playing because they play at 6 and yeah, UConn's at 9, right?
Yeah, I think 9.
Yeah.
So they'll already know who they're playing, but I think the winner of that game is going to win March Madness. I mean,
You think?
Sonogo, I don't think any of these teams is going to stop Sonogo. He's averaging almost 25, 30 points. He's averaging like 27 points this March Madness. Like he's putting up
Holy
ridiculous numbers, bro. And Jordan Hawkins, he can shoot the ball, bro.
I think I agree. That's a good
Like
point.
this Miami team's good, and I respect that comeback they had versus the Big 12 defense in Texas.
100%.
I mean, they beat the Jayhawks by 20 at the end of the year. But let me tell you
Yeah.
something. If Sonogo and Hawkins can get going, this Miami team's in deep shit. Excuse me.
Yeah, Miami's definitely dangerous though. That Texas comeback was wild. We were in Kentucky and Texas was up double digits all day, all game. And then it started like 9-minute mark or like 7-minute mark. It started getting down to like 8 or 6, and then I'm watching it, and then the boys just like took over at the end. It was ridiculous.
Can't
Hey,
remember-
Texas
Yeah,
in the Survivor
they
Bowl
hit a
is
different
stupid.
level.
There was one of their big guys. I don't think it was Miller. One of their big guys got in foul trouble, so he got put on the bench with like 15 minutes left, and they were already down 10. So when he
Yeah,
went to the
yeah,
bench,
yeah, exactly.
'cause I remember hopping on FanDuel and I'm looking at this in the line, and bro, they're plus 1,200 money line.
Yes.
And I'm looking at this, they're down 12, and their best players eating popcorn on the bench, like they're done. And they ended up coming back, and Texas couldn't make a shot, and they went scoreless for like 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Yes.
You can't
Yep.
do that. You saw what happened. I don't know if you watched that NIT game last night. Man,
Wisconsin?
oh my God, they didn't make a basket for like 14
was
minutes.
nuts.
Holy
it was like
shit.
it was like someone from Dick's Sporting Goods went up and put one of those lids on the basket.
It was unreal. It was like 10-minute scoring drought. It was like,
Unreal.
dude, what's going on? Yeah, well, that's Wisconsin season right there. They played terrible in that game. Second half, anyways. Played good first half.
All right, so you got San Diego
I'd say,
State and UConn?
Say, San Diego State and UConn on Monday night. Is that when it is?
Monday night.
That'll probably be a low-scoring pick'em game there, probably around the 120,
100%.
115 area.
Yeah.
That team just does not score, but they do not give up easy shots, bro.
Defense is unreal. So powerful.
The Aztecs'
So very
defense
well.
is sick, but yeah, their offense is pretty stagnant. But
This NIT final tomorrow should be pretty good too.
yeah, yeah. What's the line on that one? You know?
Look, I'm sure UAB's favored the Dragons. They're a good
Yeah.
team. They almost that game. I don't know if you saw the semis last night, but that game they almost choked towards the end. That game went into overtime.
Oh, did it? I didn't watch it.
That UAB game, yeah, it was right after the North Texas game. Went into overtime. I'm blanking out on who they played. Oh yeah, Utah Tech.
Oh, Utah Valley? Utah Valley.
Utah
right?
Valley.
Utah Valley.
Yeah.
Utah Valley.
Yeah,
Yes,
they went
Utah
up
Valley.
early in overtime, and then they went scoreless for a few minutes, and UAB had like 7 straight in overtime and won by like 4 or 5. But it was a good game. But tomorrow, they'll probably. I don't know much about these two teams, but UAB looks pretty good. They got some height under the boards too, but this North Texas team can't play how they did versus Wisconsin. Because let me tell you something, UAB ain't going 13 minutes without a basket.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yes, bro.
was nuts.
Yeah, that was pathetic.
If
That was
North
pathetic.
Texas thinks they're going to go in here and win the NIT with 40 points, they might as well pack their bags and go home.
I agree.
That's great. All right, Lips, this episode's been unreal, but we're about to wrap up here in like, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Let's go. Hey, so we do a trivia question. We're going to go one trivia question, then we're going to do a top 5 to close it out. All right?
Okay.
We didn't let you know this top 5 because it's special. All right?
It is.
You're going to be – it's going to be a good one. But anyways, hey, we're going to do Famous John, all right? So trivia question, Famous John. I'm going to read the whole entire thing, description of what this guy's all about, and then you got to tell me who this is. All right? Lips, you
Your
understand?
first answer?
First answer, you gotta let me finish the question though, all right? Let me read his
Yep.
whole description, then you tell me who this John is. All right, here we go.
No, let's get it.
This John was born in Toledo, Ohio, and attended Ann Arbor Pioneer High School. He started his coaching career at Western Michigan and has moved up the coaching ladder drastically since then. He coached in one of the most iconic games in recent memory where he won the big game against a family member. Who is this John?
John
Harbaugh.
Yeah, I was going to say hardball.
That was me, right?
Dixon got it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, no shot.
We can go back and look at the receipts, but
100%.
I think it was Dixon.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
All right, good one, Dixon. That's a 2-point night for you.
Yeah, I don't even think I had one guess in the last John. So
That was
think
a
it
fairly
was-
easy one. You boys all
It
knew
was
that.
easy.
Lips,
It was
you
easy.
knew that, obviously.
Yeah, hardball.
I didn't know we went to Ann Arbor Pioneer High School. Did you?
No,
Anybody?
I actually
No,
didn't know that.
I had no idea.
I didn't know that either. The last thing
Oh,
gave
yeah,
it away.
I
when
wicked
you
up
said
last
when
night.
you said the big game versus a family member,
That gave it away.
yeah, you got
Yeah.
me to the jump there.
That gave it away.
Yeah.
All right, well done, Dixon. That's a 2-point night for you.
All
Let's go.
right, let's get into top 5s. Here, I'll give us a little intro for it.
Intro
So,
top
Lips,
5.
this was specially picked for you. So we're gonna get top 5 lines. What kind of lines are we liking for the top 5 segment here today? So I guess we can give them a little bit of time. Give them a little bit of time to like think about some lines. And so maybe Nen, you go first.
All right, yeah, I can lead us off.
All right.
All right. Number 5. I know this is going to be someone's number 1. The Mason-Dixon. It's a great line. Dividing
Good line.
the North and the South. Goes right through Cincinnati. Next to
Good
that,
line.
I'm going to say money line.
At number 4?
Yes, just great. Just great. You can always do good, always do bad.
Okay.
Okay, next line. Saginaw Valley State University is on this line. The 43rd and a half parallel.
Lips, you are so
Beautiful.
confused, bro.
What's going on right now, bro?
The line. You know, lines.
I got one line, and I got Tiger's money line.
That's good. That could be your top 5. But Nick, keep going.
Number 2, the McMahon line. If anybody who knows who the McMahon
What the hell is
line
that?
Heard of it.
It's a line dividing China and India.
Okay. Well,
I
you're
was like,
Really?
all right, 2 biggest countries in the world. What's the
Bro.
line? What's the line?
All right, McMahon.
And number 1, I'm going with the fat drawn line on my golf ball.
Love that.
That's number 1?
Yes, because it's just like it's iconic. Like I just started scribbling all over it, and I'm like, that's
yeah,
it.
you go fat as fuck line on that thing. too.
Free
That thing
hands
is-
it.
Put it out.
I do not freehand it. That'd be impressive if I could freehand it, but you got to take the fat permanent marker and just like one just fat line across it, and you're like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
true.
good. Lips, you got a top 5 or no? Are you just sticking Tiger's money line all 5?
Yeah, you guys lost me on this one. I might have to take. Might have to take the Tigers and the Cubs and
Some 5 other teams.
give me 3 more teams and we'll fill that out as your top 5.
Yeah, Kansas State money line.
Go hop on FanDuel real quick while we're saying our
Oh,
top
yeah,
5. Give me
us a
3
little
more
bet
teams
here
by
that
the time it
we
gets to you.
yeah, I'll just give you my top 5 for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's perfect. let me go real quick, and then Dixon, then Ag. All right, here we go.
Hey,
Number
do for
5 for me.
do for Saturday. Lips. Because this comes out on Friday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
the Saturday
Hey,
top
yeah,
5.
For Saturday. This comes out
hey,
Friday.
look at
Let's-
Saturday's slate and give me 5 top 5 money lines for Saturday's games.
All right.
All right, here we go. All
He
right,
probably
yeah.
knows them.
all right. So, Nin, what was your ace? Your fat line on your ball?
Yes. Fat
All
green
right,
line.
here we go. All right, we have one similarity. Number 5 for me, stock tan line. Tan line, come up in the summy all the time. Mostly on my feet because the golf shoe. But sock tan
Okay.
line, shirt tan line, shorts tan line. Number 5 tan line. Number
You got
4.
tan line on your neck right now.
Yes. Can you still see it or no? In this light? Maybe not.
Slight-
Right there.
Yeah,
Right
it's
there.
heavier on that side.
A little bit.
Okay.
Hard to
Okay.
see.
All right. 4 spot is the foul line in baseball.
Good line.
It's a sacred line actually.
Hold on.
Nin, you played baseball. You can't touch the foul line.
Yeah.
Ag, you
Yeah.
did too.
Yeah, if you touch it, you're done.
You,
freshly
you got you
painted
got to
on
get
fucking
over
foul.
the foul line, going on and off the field. Foul line
100%.
number 4. Number 3, another sacred special line to me, blue line in hockey. Blue line in hockey. Number 3. Number 2, our boy, money line. Number 2 number 2 is the
Mhm.
money line. I usually like to plus like 110 odds, especially like a parlay. That'd be unreal, but I don't know.
If you bet.
I've been
like
too
that.
scared lately. I've been going
Awesome.
minus odds too often.
You don't like drinking that juice. You want to get that plus money.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes you got to drink that juice.
All right, here we go. Number 1
Juice it.
is the old Mason Dixon. Number 1 is Mason Dixon line. Love that Mason
Piranha.
Dixon line. Right where our boy's from, Cincy, and then into Kentucky. Mason Dixon line.
Sir.
Number
Yes,
1
sir.
line. Dixon.
All right. Number 5, I have money line. 4 is tan lines.
No way.
3, oh yeah. It's common.
Yep.
Is this your favorite line or a common line?
Your favorite lines.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, favorite.
Number 3 is on a hot day when you get swamp ass, the sweat line. That's number 3.
Okay.
2 Mason Dixon line, and then 1 is going to be the line that gets made when everybody does the Cupid shuffle. The Cupid shuffle line.
That's a good one.
Pure.
It's a good line. It's a good line. All right, let me get this thing going.
E.
Number 5, the line at Chick-fil-A. That is the biggest line of all time, so it's just got to be up there.
Oh,
Number 4.
good.
Number 4,
Good one.
keeping it stock, Mason Dixon line. It's got to be in there. Number 3, at fucking SV's Awards, Andy's tan line. Looked like she was wearing a damn t-shirt, but that's got to be number 3. Number 2,
Okay.
Ricky Bobby's line in Talladega Nights. If you ain't first, you're last. Got to be it. Number 1,
Ooh.
LeBron's motherfucking hairline. That shit that ain't doing it. But that's going to be number 1.
Ooh.
It's a
Okay.
good one.
Yes, sir.
Let's wrap us up with a 5 plus a H&M. So 6 money lines in order from 5 to 1 on a confidence scale for Saturday's slate.
Confidence interval.
Now, when I switch over the screen right here, can you still see me?
Let's see.
Try it out.
Yeah. We can right now, anyways.
You can see me right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So I would definitely start off number 5, not leaving them off the slate. Taking Tigers money line day 3. I'm sure we're going to be 0-2, but we might be able to get this third one here. Not showing. We got a Turnbull on the mound Saturday, so
Really? Okay.
they got effing. So I like our chances there. As you know, it's hard taking them sometimes on the road, but when they play at home, they're a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Much
They're like the Warriors. Warriors
True.
go on the road and they don't even know how to shoot.
Yeah, are
That
terrible on
is
the
so
road.
true. They're pathetic on the road.
The number 4, I'm gonna have to take the Cubs money line at home. That's gonna wrap up that series too, I think. But
who do they got?
The Brewers just have no offense. They got a good bullpen, but their offense is terrible. They win every game like 2-1.
Yeah, they got good pitching.
Number 3, I'd have to take the Yankees at home versus the Giants. That's gonna be a low scoring game, but I like the Yankees in that one. They got Smith pitching. He's good, so I would say Yankees there. And then I got 2 no-run first inning plays I like. So I like the Diamondbacks and Dodgers no-run first inning coming in at number 2. Bumgarner versus Kershaw. That's going to be smoke show right there. And then number 1, I'm going to have to go with my Cincinnati boys. Cincinnati versus the Pirates. It's tragic versus tragic. And ain't no way they get in the first inning.
That's a brutal matchup. But you got no run first inning for both those?
Yeah, I'd say no run first 5 innings.
I love that. I might hop on with you. All right, hey, give us your honorable mention. What's a 6? You got one or no?
My honorable mention is going to be UConn minus 5.5 Saturday night.
Okay. Okay. You were loving the
right.
Hurricanes about 20 minutes ago. Well, we'll take UConn. UConn money line or UConn?
No, I wasn't. I said UConn. I thought minus the spread or UConn money line.
All right, UConn money line or
like
spread? Because
UConn.
I'm riding it with you right now.
Well, earlier I was talking about the finals, and I thought I said UConn versus SDSU.
Yeah, you did. My bad.
But I'm confident with laying that 5.5. I think they win tomorrow night by more than 3 buckets. It's going to be, or on Saturday night, excuse me.
All right, perfect. Attaboy. All right, Ag, back to you for H&M.
Nothing like the freshly drawn on line on a golf ball. That's just got to be the H&M there. Love that. Keep moving. Let's get it.
Is the Prime Meridian a line? Because I like that.
Yes, it
It
is.
is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good
That's the
line.
line.
That's the H&M for me.
That's a good line. All right, my H&M is a weird one, and I hope it counts, but I had to kind of dig for this. I looked it up. It's the slope of a line. Y equals MX plus B.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my honorable.
I mean, that's the slope of the line, but we'll give it.
We're taking it. Y equals MX
Yeah.
plus B. I had others loaded up, but I'm taking Y equals MX plus B. Nin, close it out.
It's not bad.
Stick with the geographical locations. The international date line.
Ooh.
What the hell
Where's
is
that
that?
boy at?
You know, it's in between Alaska and Russia.
Oh,
Really?
Okay.
So, like,
Good
you know, in
line.
Japan, it's tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh shit.
Never
yes,
heard of it.
that one. All right, boys. Episode 17. That's a wrap. Lips. Hey, it was an absolute
In the
pleasure.
books.
This is
Yes,
probably the best
thank you,
episode
Lips.
we've actually done yet. So
Hey,
thanks,
for
brother.
having me, boys. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
let's
this
go.
is- this
Appreciate
is
you coming
great.
on, Lips. Let's get it.
Hey, 100%.
Appreciate
Like,
you, bro.
subscribe, follow us on all socials. Lips. It was a pleasure, buddy. Thank you.
Who day?
who dat?
See you.